Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bravo Breakdown on the Just Saying podcast. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and maybe it has just gotten better because you are now listening to my critically acclaimed programming. I have to tell you, this season started off slow, but we are starting to get into something here in this episode. The OC sun is exposing everything. So we are recapping season 20, episode 7 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. This episode is titled, All Bets Are Off. So let's get into it because they cram a lot into this episode. Their girls are getting ready to go to the Grand Canyon for the day. Heather goes to check on Jen and asks, "Did you sleep okay?" Jen says, "Yeah, this room is no different. The whole room change thing was a pain in the ass." Heather says, "I told you not to move. I thought it was ridiculous." Shannon then comes to all the ladies riding on a scooter that she promptly runs right into Vicki when Vicki has the bad knee. Vicki, and she's like, "Oh my God, did I hurt you?" She's like, "Yes, you hurt me." The girls then all get in their cars and head off to the Grand Canyon. Tamara tells the ladies Carmella is upset because her daughter's sick. She has the flu, and she's away from her. She can't be home with her. So she ordered her an IV be sent to her home, which that sounds nice. Carmella mentions she will owe Danny big time for helping take care of her daughter. Gina says, "Yeah, but that shouldn't be a big deal." Tamara asks Jen about what business Carmella is going to do with her. She says, "I don't know. Not a real estate agent. I'm not a broker. I'm not an interior designer." Emily says, "It's like putting the cart before the horse. When money gets involved in friendship, it's a disaster." Jen asks the ladies, "I wonder who founded the Grand Canyon." Sit and meditate on that one. So then the girls finally do arrive at the Grand Canyon and they go on Skywalk, which is like this U-shaped glass bridge walkout over the Grand Canyon. It looks totally beautiful. I would love to go there, but I know me. I do not like heights. I would be freaking out, but that would be one of those cool life experiences. After that, Tamara tells the ladies, "We got two options here, zip lining or cultural experience." Emily, Vicki, Shannon, and Jen choose the zip line. Vicki and Shannon are struggle busing hard on this one. Vicki says, "I'm not going first. No, 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 no." Jen and Emily eventually do go first, but Vicki and Shannon ultimately chicken out. I don't know what they were thinking picking ziplining. Emily suggested to Jen to talk to Shannon about her displaced anger in this room situation. Vicki and Shannon then walk up on their conversation, and Emily just says, "Look, from my perspective, I feel bad for Jen about the room. It was like you had a meltdown." Shannon says, "What angered me is that Heather always cares about the room, and she walked in, sat on her bed, and I go, 'Oh, is this your room?' And she goes, 'Oh, well, I took my shoes off, and Jen's going to be in the primary, so you go there.' Vicki said she peed on the bed." That's a reference from when her and Tamara were in Mexico. Vicki did pee on the bed. Shannon says, "What I care about is Heather's air of it's her way." Emily says, "It did not come across that way at dinner at all." Shannon says, "I guess I have to talk to her." Okay, Shannon needs some therapy. Just saying. I love Shannon. She's a little bit of a hot mess express here. Then Tamara, Carmella, Heather, and Gina went and did the cultural experience. So they saw this tribe on a reservation who prepared a song and dance for them. And then after that, they went on a little walk and they stopped to sit to overlook a beautiful view of the canyon. And Tamara's like, "This makes me want to cry." And she starts crying. Gina says, "I'm so happy you are doing so well." I can tell you're such a different person. Tamara says, I just let things go and try not to get angered or triggered over things that don't matter. Next scene is Shannon confronting Heather about Roomgate, Vegas Roomgate. She says, Heather, it has nothing to do about the room. It's that the decision was made and I felt like I wasn't talked to about it. Heather says, I hear what you're saying, but I don't 100% agree. Shannon, you have a voice. If it bothered you, tell me. Shannon says, well, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I've been feeling very lonely lately. Heather says, we are good enough friends, though, to talk. Heather apologizes, but says, I wish you would have said something because we could have flipped a coin. I don't think Heather needs to apologize to Shannon at all. Shannon is just being super high maintenance. It's just ridiculous. So the girls then head to the casino to do some gambling. Jenn tells Carmella straight to her face, the ladies think it's odd you're building a business team before a friendship with Jenn. Carmella says, are we just not used to supporting each other? It should be happy, not contentious. We're not starting a company. And then the whole 20 grand comes up again for how much money she would give her to help her. And then Shannon says, I feel bad for you, Carmella, for defending yourself over your generosity and kindness. Vicki over there, red flag, red flag. Vicki says, I don't like these unknowns. Do you live in Orange County? Yes or no? Carmella says, I live in Rancho Santa Fe, but have a second home in Orange County. And Vicki says, you left your kids in San Diego. That's bizarre to me. Carmella says, I always put my kids first. I'm here because I have a job in Orange County. Vicki then goes in mean girl and says, doesn't make sense. Your daughter is 1 year older than my grandson, and there's no way my daughter would leave that child. Jenn goes, whoa, whoa. And Heather jumps up and Heather being just justice for the group, jumps up and says, Vicki, we are not doing children. Move on. Vicki says, don't talk to me that way. Heather says, Vicki, no kids. Stand down. Yes, Heather, 100%. Kids, parents, off limits. Carmella says, I don't need to defend myself as a mom. I'm 100% solid. Vicki says, I'm going to bed, and gets on her scooter and goes away. Okay, so next up, Gina and Jenn are checking on Carmella the following morning. Carmella says, to say I left my kids are my everything. If anything, I show my kids what it's like to hustle, which I see her doing. Jenn says, is it insecurity? Gina says, same thing happened to me when I came in this group. She questioned me about my personal life, and it wounded me. We kind of go over now to Tamara and Vicki. Tamara tells Vicki, you were mom shaming Carmella last night. Vicki says, I feel like she's trying to buy her way into this group. Tamara says, you should apologize to her. Okay, so now all the ladies are getting ready for a Heather Dubrow scavenger hunt. This seems to be a theme, as the girls' trip just did this too. They are at the famous Fremont Street in Vegas. Teams are Shannon, Heather, Emily, and Carmella. The other team is Tamara, Vicki, Gina, and Jenn. Now the clock is ticking and the ladies start checking things off their list. Vicki runs into a huge display table from her scooter and she's like, I gotta buy all that now. This is just too much with her scootering everywhere. I remember seeing like little clips of her like being in a scooter in Vegas, like when they were filming, and just seeing like those clips come out on social media. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be too crazy. And it is. She's insane with the scooter. I also love Vicki's the one with the scooter and the bum knee, but they also nominated her to run to the top of the stairs to do the zip line. So after they do that, they all ride home in the Cartzilla, screaming, we love Vegas. Okay, so now they are all getting ready for dinner for their last night in Vegas. Looks like they're at Nobu. Tamara and Vicki are ordering drinks from the bar, And Carmella walks up and Vicki just reaches out and says, I owe you a hug and a sincere apology. I didn't mean to come off so strong. I don't trust a lot of people. I made you feel horrible, and I'm sorry. Carmella says, I appreciate that. Then they go back and sit with the girls, and the air is clear. Good job, Vicki. Yay! Carmella tells the group Danny, her boyfriend, is trying so hard to take care of the kids while she's away. She said he's making their food special the way I make it. Maybe I do need to soften to him. Emily then reveals her and Shane are going through some stuff, and she didn't really talk to him for a few weeks. Tamra asks Emily if she's going to, with Shane when she gets home. Emily says, are you going to do Naked Taco Tuesday? Tamra says, I'm not the horniest person in the world right now. Heather says, the secret is scheduling sex, and it has been working for her and Terry. Vicki says, if you are not taking care of your man, someone else will. And my mama taught me that. Oh my God, Vicki, I love it. We then learn Shannon hasn't had sex in a couple years, and the girls encourage her to put herself out there and start going on a couple dates. Heather says to Shannon, Shannon, you have never been with anyone who truly deserves you. You are such a special person. Shannon says in the last week or so, she's been very lonely and starts crying. Heather says, you deserve a person to come home to and bitch about us. Shannon says she is open but scared. So we'll see how this goes. I do think she will find someone. Next episode looks juicy, though, because the ladies are meeting Carmella's kids and her boyfriend, Danny. Will the ladies be nice or grill him? I hope they grill him. Grill him. Grill him. That's it for this Bravo breakdown on Just Saying. Thank you for listening and stay tuned as I continue recapping season 20 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. What are your thoughts so far on the new season? Send me a message, leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.